Waiting for people, waiting for people. Matthew, what's up? Mike, what's up? Casey, what's up? Forged in Wire, what is up? Brady, what's up? Redneck Vapor, what's up? Michael Cannon, what's up? King, what's up? So we're just gonna do the build tonight. The RAM box, what's up, Bones? The RAM box never came. It looks like it's going to get delivered. I mean, it would be cool if they knocked on the door and delivered it like soon. That's happened before, where it came this late. It looks like it's out for delivery, or it looks like it's on its way to Philly. It's just weird how the tracking looks. So, All Day Vape, what's up? So, we'll just get on with the build. No big deal. When I do get the RAM box, you know, I'll show it off to you guys. There's tutorials out there and stuff. I've held one before, and I just really liked it. I really liked the RAM box when I was holding it. I never got to use one. I hear pretty good things. I hear that it takes a shit after after a month or so or whatever, but hopefully if I take care of it, that doesn't happen. So. Yeah, the pulse looks pretty cool too. The pulse looks cool. The Azeroth looks cool. That's another squonk. Yeah, I'm probably gonna leave it at home because it feels nice. Like I like the outside, but it's a $60 mod, a $60 mech. It's not gonna hold up at work if I take it in. It definitely won't. Yeah, I haven't seen all of them, but apparently a lot of affordable squonks are coming out, which I'm pretty excited about that. Yeah, that new 528 Customs thing looks good. It looks like it's going to be either a triple parallel or a triple or a quadruple parallel. I think that's what it looks like. I have a Frankenskull clone and it broke on me pretty quickly. In fact, as soon as I got it, the pin wasn't long enough. It wasn't long enough. It wasn't hitting all my RDAs. It was hitting like a select few of RDAs. It'll work. It came with an RDA too that I just never even looked at it really. So the clone came with this. It came with a Frankenskull. And the pin's pretty big. Plus the bottles are like real tight on it. That's another reason I didn't use it. It's a velocity style deck is another reason why I didn't use this fucking thing. It's bottom airflow. It's very tight. Really tight. So For 20 bucks, it was worth it because I bought two actually. I bought two of these and I gave one to a buddy. So his worked good. His still works to this day. So 40 bucks, two mods. One of them still works. This works. It's just finicky. I don't like messing with it, so I just don't use it. I have a lot of mods that do work, so there's no sense in. But it made me like squonking, so. Oh, really, Joshua? And they're all authentic, huh? I'm gonna wait to see how I like this. Whatchamacallit? How I like the RAM box. I was really hoping it came today. I'm like really excited to get it. Right now, vaping a Druga on a Noisy Cricket 2. And this is out of battery. So next I put it on something pretty much the same thing. I always run the I run the Noisy Cricket. Yeah, it's the 25. I run the Noisy Cricket in series with the potentiometer, so it's not full power series. It's you know, I can turn it up or down. So the Invader is basically it's the same thing. So it's like a 0.11 build in there. Turn it up just a little bit. So pretty much, I'm putting like 4.2 volts through it, but it definitely hits harder than a mech. Definitely. Alright. Potent Blotter, what's up? Jim, what's up? Everybody, what is up? Brad, what's up? Of course. Jeremy, what's up? Joshua, what is up? Everybody, what's up? If I missed you, sorry. What's up? Stanley, what's up? Treg, what's up? Alright, let's get on with the build. So, I'm going to do a frame staple. Alright, and I'm going to do a frame staple because I need a wide build. I need my build to be pretty wide to see the Clapton on this. So I'm going to do a zippered Clapton. So I'm basically going to twist 40 gauge together in clockwise motion. And then I'm going to twist 2 in counterclockwise motion. And I'm going to parallel Clapton it on a frame staple. So it's going to look like it's going to be a zipper for my Clapton on my frame staple. And these coils, as long as they come out clean, these are going to go to Toonie. So, you know, my buddy Toonie, that's always on the Fresh show and always on Instagram, another builder. I'm sending my coils out for the Right to Be Smoke-Free raffle, and I send coils to Toonie at the same time since I send the coils to him. So these coils are going to him, so I'm trying to make them nice and clean. I think he'll like them. These things do vape really good. They're like a frame staple, but a little extra flavor because the Clapton's going to hold more juice. What's up, Billy? You caught me live. So, I would usually use like 42. What's up, Richard? I would usually use 42 for the zipper, but I'm going to use 40. This way you could see it better, and I think more people have 40 gauge than 42, and I want you guys to see how long I got to twist it and what it looks like when it's twisted to the absolute max, because that's what you want. You want it to be twisted like almost all the way. I wouldn't use anything bigger than 40. 38 maybe, but it's going to be rough to get that look with 38. It's just too big when it's twisted. 40's even a little big, but you'll get it with 40. I've done twisted 40 before, and it looks good, so we're going to do 40. But when you twist 40 together, it's the same size as 34. When you twist 42 together, it's the same size as 36. Just by the math. That's just what it is. Justin, what's up? So, let me get my 40. So I got some 40 gauge pure Adamus nichrome. And I'm going to be using I'm going to be using 0.3 ribbon, because I'm going to put like 8 pieces of ribbon inside, maybe 7 pieces of ribbon inside, but I don't want them to be too low. And I'm going to use, what am I going to use here? I'm going to use 27 gauge stainless steel for the frames. So all pure Adamus wire. You could use 27, or you could use 0.4 and 26 or 27, or you could use 0.3 and 28, 0.3 and 30, anything. You just get, it doesn't matter. Just make a frame staple, and what matters is the outside on this build. So really, it doesn't matter. You want to have a pretty wide coil to start out with, to Clapton over. The smaller it is, the less you're going to see the zipper. There's just not going to be enough surface area to see what's going on. It might make the turn before the twists get to make the design. So first I'm just going to lay out my frame staple. I'm going to get that all set up. And then we'll twist the 40 and do this thing. All right. Oh, here I go. Getting clumsy. Getting clumsy. Ah! The charger wants to pull the phone. I don't like that. We'll figure this out. So I got my 0.3. I'm going to get my needle noses, and I'm going to get my scissors. May as well get some water while I'm at it. Right. Pull this out to about 16 inches. So I got 3 pieces here, and then I'm going to get one more at about 8 inches, because I'm going to do a 7-piece stack. You could do 6 or 8, don't matter. You could do 4, maybe 4 pieces of 0.4. What's up, Robbie? Doesn't matter what kind of frame staple you make here. It really doesn't. Whatever you like, whatever you have, it's all good. I'm going to get myself a piece of 40 gauge out. I got my loop made here. I'm going to get that 7th piece. And I'm going to throw it in between the loop. Most of you guys seen me do this before. I'm not going to get too into this frame staple thing. I got a tutorial if you need to see it, so basically just prepping a frame staple. Frame staples are good for lots of builds because it's easy to get a wide stack. It's not really easy to just stack a bunch of round wires. They're not easy to Clapton, they're not easy to stack. So with ribbon, you got a lot of flat wire you can stack because squares are easier to stack than circles. For me, anyway. Maybe some of these guys are good at stacking circles. I am not. What's up, Mark? So I got this bind it here with some 40 gauge. Stack circles like nobody's business. You're a better man than I when it comes to stacking circles. Just gonna dab it with hot glue. Especially when you have an odd amount of ribbon. I always use hot glue with odd amounts of ribbon because that one wire is not in the loop. And I'm going to run my fingers down this. I'm going to come down to the end here. I'm going to find the smallest piece of ribbon and cut all of them to that size. Now I'm going to get my loop again, get some water on my finger. And pinch it and run it down. And I'm going to go 1.5 inches down. Make sure my stack's good. And do like a 5 wrap with the 40 gauge. And then pinch that 40 gauge. Bring it down to the end. Pinch the 40 gauge again. Bring it more down to the end here. And I'm going to wrap this nice and tight here. Just make sure my stack stays good as I do it. Cut all this excess off. Make sure my stack's all nice and neat. And now I can hot glue this end here. Especially since 0.3 is a little trickier to work with. I always like using hot glue with it. As long as I don't lose my hot glue out of nowhere. There it is. Yep. The quality of ribbon makes all the difference when you're building. I like, you know, Pure Atomist, of course, and I like Coil Society. And Kidney Puncher's good. Kidney Puncher's really good. It's just really expensive also. All right. Now, I'm going to get my 27 gauge. I'm going to get a 16-inch piece out. Maybe actually a little longer. Get my close cutters. Cut it. What's up, Drew? Alright. 27, bend it in half. Meet the loops with the 27 gauge loop over the 0.3 loop. I'll show you a close up of what this frame staple looks like when I'm done prepping it. I'm sure there's some people here that never see me do it, but there is a couple videos already that I get up close and show you, especially the frame staple tutorial. Alright, so now I got my 27s on either side. Run my fingers down and get some 40. When I got that 27 on either side of the 0.3 the way I want it, do about 7 wraps. Pinch it and bring it all the way down to the end. And do a couple more wraps to tighten it up since you just moved it. Yeah, so in the event that Pure Atomus doesn't have wire, I go to Coil Society because I like their wire. They're pretty good with their prices, and they have somewhat of a connection to our team in a way. So that's who I like to support if Pure Atomus is out of the wire I need. But I buy Lightning Vapes if I need something cheap. Lightning Vapes comes really quick to my house for some reason. It always has. I think they're in Florida. I guess it just gets here quick when stuff's in Florida. I don't know. I used to order from Lightning Vapes when I was starting, and it just always came quick. Alright, one more thing I got to do is I got a piece of ribbon here, a scrap piece of ribbon. So I'm going to go about a half inch in from where my drill is going to start. I'm going to take this 0.4 ribbon and do a 3 wrap with it. I'm going to take some sort of pliers that's not going to mess up my wire. Press it down, flatten it out. I'm going to do one more wrap. It gets 2 more wraps. And flatten it down again. And this is going to be my slider, something I can move as I'm Claptoning with that zipper. Just going to keep my frame staple all together nice and neat. And that's all I need. I can cut these pieces of 27 down a bit on the end, but I do leave a little bit on there. for my drill to grab onto and for me to put my Claptoning wire onto. Alright. And I should end up with, yeah, about 8.5, 9 inches. Alright. Let me show you a close-up of what this looks like, and then we'll get to the twisting the 40 gauge. And Brad's probably the closest person to me. Unless, like, Mark's here or something. This is what's going to go into my drill. There's my slider. Seven pieces of 0.3, 2 pieces of 27 stainless. Then you run down this wire, everything comes together at the loop. There's that 7th piece in the middle there. My loops on top of each other. 27 on top of them. All my binds, my hot glue. All right. All right. So now I'm going to get my 40 gauge. Alright, we're going to do the twisted wire part now. Actually, before I get my 40 gauge, there's something I want to set up in my drill. So there's a couple different things you could do. I like using a bobby pin. If you don't have a bobby pin, you could get something like 22, even like 24. I like using 22 or even 20. I'll show you how to use this though. So I got some 22 gauge. You don't need much of it. 4 inches maybe? 3 inches? Just a little bit. And I'm going to get like a 3mm bit. I'm basically going to do a 1 rep with equal leads. Alright. I'm just going to twist these. You can even put it on your drill and twist them if you want. Or you can get your needle noses after you twist it a couple times. And twist the rod. So I like using something like this whenever I'm doing small gauges in my drill. Cotter pin. I usually use these bobby pins. I'll cut off the two little ball things here. I'll cut them balls right off. Right off. All right. Well, that's not very honest, Bones. I don't steal from work. I just cut them two pieces off. What do I call my paycheck? I was like, what does he mean? And I was like, oh, the stealing thing. Huh. Good one. All right. You don't. If you get the spin LT, you don't need swivels. I've started using swivels. If you have good swivels, you don't need the spin LT. These are good swivels. So I put one of these. These are crock swivels. I put one of these swivels onto my spin LT. And that's really just for like high gauge stuff. Like, I never did that before. Anybody that's watched me live, I used to use just the spin LT. And then I just put a swivel on there just because it does give me that extra room to move back and forth if I want to. And it's really good for like micro Claptons. Like if I want a Clapton, a piece of 36 with 42, the spin LT, it'll do it, but it's hard. With these swivels, it's easier. I shouldn't say it's so easy. It's a lot easier. So right now, it's like only the swivel that's spinning. Okay, so besides having this onto your drill, you need something at the other end of your drill to hold your 40 gauge. It can't be the swivel unless you can stop the swivel from spinning. So there's a bunch of things you could do. If you have like a clamp like this, you could just clamp it to something. It don't matter what. You could tie this 40 gauge on a doorknob on one end and the drill the other end. So basically you want one side spinning and one side not spinning. Alright? So what I do is the clamp that's holding my spin LT block. Hold on a sec. the clamp that's holding my spin LT block here to my table. I just wrap my 40 gauge around this, just like that. And then I put the other end of my drill, because when you twist something, you only need one side spinning. You don't need both sides. See all these cutoffs here? That's from me doing that. Alright, so I just wrap my 40 around there. I'll show you that. Alright, so I would say when you do this zipper, per coil, you're going to need, trying to think of how much you have to stretch out. So 2 coils, if you were to Clapton 2 coils with just a piece of 40 gauge, it's about 30 feet for 8 inches. You're using about 30 feet of wire. So each coil is 15 feet. Now when you twist 40, you make it, you know, not 2 times as big, but, you know, close to 2 times as big. So when you do the math on it, you need, you know, how can I say this? For each coil, you need 15 feet of 40 gauge, or since we're parallel Clapton in it, you need 2 that are about 8 feet. So I would say get yourself ready about, I usually do about 2 7-footers, alright? So basically, I would need 14 feet of 40 gauge right now. Alright? So what I do is I take my 40 gauge. This will make more sense as I'm doing it. I know that's extremely confusing what I just said. I confused myself, I think. So I'm going to take my 40 gauge right off my spool. I'm going to put it around this guy here, grab it from this end. Yeah, I'm just going to pull it. Alright. I just spilled my water. Alright, so I'm going to pull it and spin this out as I pull it. Alright. I'm going to do this for 7 feet. In fact, fuck it. I'm going to do it for 8 feet, I think. I know that's a good amount, but I do want to just get a measurement to make sure. This is 8 feet right here. So yeah, I'm going to do 8 feet, and we'll see how much that gets for me. I'm going to take my drill. Okay. So I got both strands here. I'm just going to get a little twist in both the strands. Just get them kind of together. Don't got to be perfect. Just good enough so I could stick it through here. Alright. Now I grabbed both strands with my index and thumb, and I got the other end in the rest of my hand. I'm going to twist my drill in the forward motion. Alright, that's going to get it attached to my drill. It's going to cut that little excess off. Alright. Now I'm going to stretch this out. I'm going to hold a little bit of tension, not too much tension, just a little bit. And I'm just going to twist and remember what motion you're going in. I'm going in clockwise motion, forward motion, drills in the forward motion. And I'm just going to twist the hell out of this with just a little bit of pressure. Just hold it snug. You don't want no slack in the wire. Just hold the wire snug. It's 40 gauge, so you guys ain't going to see it. I'll show it to you close up when I'm done. I'm just making sure there's no slack in this wire, that it's, you know, I don't want to pull the hell out of it. It's 40 gauge. It's going to snap if I pull it. Just make sure that there's no slack, there's no curve. Just you want straight. So I know I'm getting towards the end. I should have had my scissors on me. You got to twist it for a good minute, like probably exactly like 60 seconds is around what I'm going to be twisting this for. You could kind of see it. If you can see the twists, you probably didn't twist it good enough. So you want them really tight together, real tight twists. You don't want it loose. It's not going to look good if it's loose. Best thing to do is go until you think it's good and then go a little more. Alright, I think I like that. With small wire, you don't want to go until it breaks. That's a good thing to do with big wire. I could go more with this even. It's going to be very hard for you guys to see this. Okay, so what's going on is that's down near my swivel. So you see, not only do you have to twist it tight, you have to twist it even. So maybe it's more twisted down there and it's not as twisted over here. So I should just probably keep twisting it more so I got a nice even twist. I could probably just cut this and go with it and it would probably look alright, but you know, I want it to be pretty nice. But you could probably just spin it for a minute and cut it and you'd be fine. If you did an 8-foot run. Alright, I'm going to do it there. So now I'm going to go about 4 inches away from where it's twisted on my drill. Come here! Come here! I'm going to go right here. Alright, I'm going to snip that, and there's going to be a big bounce back. Alright, it's going to bounce all the way back to my table. And I'm just going to drop my fucking drill. And you got to do that too. You got to drop the drill. Alright, so got my wire. I'm going to show you what it looks like in the macro. And then we got to do another one. Drops the drill, like drops the mic. Nice. Straight up, that's not even twisted enough. That's like, seriously, that's like nowhere near twisted enough. I gotta twist that more. Hold on. Let me see what it looks like in the middle. That's nowhere near twisted enough. That looks like I twisted it for 2 seconds if it was 26 gauge. Looks like I would take 26 gauge, hold it with my pliers, and I twist it for a 3 count and stopped. That's no good. You need tight, tight, tight. It's wavy at one part, but that's no big deal neither. I don't concern myself with a little bit of waves. So this is a little more down. That might be tighter, probably not. So I'm glad I started out with like 8.5 feet, because it's probably going to be more than what I need for one coil at least. Yeah, that's the whole wire. Looks about the same amount twist. I'm going to show you guys something before I twist this even more. I just want to get across what I'm trying to get across here. So remember, this is 2 pieces of 40 gauge. But if you hold tension in the wire as you're twisting, you're not going to get a lot of waves. So, but here comes my waves, which ain't really going to matter. Yeah. So here's where it was in my drill. Let's see how tight this looks. Where are you? There you are. A little tighter, not really. Yep, it needs to be twisted much more. Much more. I'm actually wondering, yeah, my drill wasn't on full speed. Okay, that explains a little bit. Maybe if I put my put a new battery on. But before I do that, I just want to show you something. This is 26 gauge. I'm going to show you what I got and what I want and what you want. Don't tell me I don't know what you want. I know what you want. This is what you want. Alright? This is what you don't want first. Alright. This is what we got in 40 gauge form. Maybe a little tighter. But this is what we got in 40 gauge form. Alright? Maybe a little tighter. Now I'm going to show you what we want. And I said you need to twist it to the max. You don't need to twist it to the absolute max, but pretty damn close. All right. This is what we want. Maybe even more. Yeah, you might even want a little more than this, but if I got this on the 40 gauge, that would be awesome. Ideally, 1 second, if I twisted it to the max, how we get that. It just looks like a rope. A bunch of little knots. That's like damn near all the way twisted. But if I got even before that, like the last one I showed, that'd be good. Alright? Alright, so my 40 gauge is still attached to my my joint. I'm going to get my loop. Put it in my drill. Fold it over the loop. Put the drill in the forward motion. That's that right there. Make a zipper coil on lead. Alright, let's twist this some more. Let me get a vape real quick. Doing these live videos makes you thirsty. All that talking. Got my scissors over here. No fucking way. It just fucking broke. God damn it. Ugh. Well, that's no bueno. One's still pretty long, but I'm not fucking with that right now. Try to do it all in one sitting. That's what you get for messing with high gauge wires, I guess. Same thing. I'm just setting myself up to do this again. Just spin the hell out of it before I cut it. I think when I put it down that first time, I might have put a knot in it, and I think that's what just broke. So it's good to just keep them straight. Don't put them down. Keep tension on it. Keep your scissors on you. Make sure my drill's in forward. Spin that on. Pull tension, not too much. And spin the hell out of it. I think I got it this time, boys. Like I said, if you can't see the twists, that's probably when you got it. 3 inches down. I'm not going to drop the drill this time. When it bounces back, you get some curls in it and stuff that you're going to have to take out. So basically just twist it. I can tell just by looking at it right now that this is what I want. I think I held a little bit more tension in it this time, purposely, because I think I've never twisted it that long and got that little of a result before. I've twisted a lot of 40 gauge, and I've never twisted it that long and not got a pretty good result. think I could actually put this on my drill. Put the drill in reverse and get these twists out. I think. Right now, it's a little bit of a mess. Yeah. I definitely twisted the shit out of this wire. Should be good. Perfect. Just gotta get these twists out. Yeah, boy. First time I'm trying this. Smoked my knee with that. So I'm just going to find the other end. I got it right here. I'm going to clamp it to my table. I might have screwed the pooch letting this bounce back. Jesus. Not good. God damn it. It's twisted so good, too. crazy because it looks like it still could use some more twisting. I would definitely go with this though. Alright. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go a little simpler and do a coil at a time. Or we're going to do smaller. Go smaller. Never had this many problems twisting 40 gauge, but this is 3, and that's 6. Do like 5 feet. That should get me a coil with 2 wires. This time I'm not going to let it bounce back all like that. Five feet, like exactly. So 2 of these should do 1 coil. Alright, so I'm holding pressure that whole time. Now to do this a little smarter, put my drill in reverse. Hopefully I'm going to get rid of some of the bounce back by hitting the drill in reverse and letting go of some of the tension. Just a little bit. 2 inches, and I'm going to hold the wire this time. I can feel it unravel in my fingers. Now watch when I let go. It's still here. Nothing bounces back. So I was doing something really stupid before. Really dumb. Alright. Whatever this is twisted, I'm using it. Alright. So what I'm going to do, that was my forward wire. Alright. I'm going to mark this forward wire by putting a clip on it. Alright. So this is my forward wire. The reason I'm marking it is because I'm going to go twist the other one up in reverse. Alright. When I twist it in reverse, I'm going to come with the macro lens and check them and see how close they are. If this one has to be twisted more, I'll know that that's my forward one. If that one has to be twisted more, I know that that's my reverse one. You want them to be around the same twist, alright? So it's really good to have a macro lens or glasses of some sort. So let's do the reverse one. I'm going to do 5 foot again. I really think that's going to get me a single coil. So hopefully I get the single coil, and depending on what time, maybe I'll do it on camera, maybe I'll do it off. Maybe we'll take a poll. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a fucking future fucking person. That's all done. Tell me the fucking future. Tell me the fucking future. Wrap it around. Keep this tension. Don't let it snap back on you. You don't want it to curl up. And I didn't stretch this at all. Like, if you stretch it, you're going to make the wire weaker. Alright, so you don't stretch it to make it straight. It's just going to make it weaker if you do that. Bring the wires even. Get the ends. Twist. Put them through the eye that you made, or your cotter pin, or your bobby pin, whatever. Drill in reverse this time. Cut off that excess. Keep the drill in reverse. Pull tension a little bit, don't snap the wires. So when you twist it, right, these wires got to come together. Right now they're separated. I can stick my finger in there. So if you pull tension on it, they'll never come together. So what I do is I twist. I come down here. I pinch them together a bit. And then where I can't reach, I twist, let go of a little bit of tension, and they start coming together down there. Pull tension again, let go of tension. They're all the way together, all the way down there. Now I can just spin and keep tension. Usually I'll clamp my drill to the table and I can use that and be hands-free. I think I got this where I want it. Now I'm going to put the drill in the opposite direction. Let go of some tension. I'm just taking some of that springiness out of it. Pinch. At 2 inches cut, or even 1 inch, it don't matter. Cut. And you can just let go of tension here, and you'll feel it spin a bit. And that's all done. So now let's look at them. Let's see how close they are in the spinsies. Yeah. The reverse one is the bottom. The forward one is the top. So the second one, I did a little more. All right. I think. Would that be right? Yeah, I think I spun the second one more. I'm not sure. Yeah. I know which one's which. I just don't know which one I twisted more or not. So here's what I'm going to do. I think I could just do it with this, really. I'm about to say fuck it and just do this. No. I'm going to make sure this one's twisted more and then twist the other one a little more. I'm going to twist the reverse one. It broke off at the whatchamacallit, but that's fine. So I spun it till it broke. But it's good. It broke exactly at the end. And I got it under control, so all good. Whew. That was a close one. Alright. Now let's look at it. So I can't spin that one anymore. The bottom one is the one that just broke. That actually looks close right there. Maybe it was the opposite of what I was thinking. I think I'm going to go with this right now. Let's get this one done, and then maybe we'll, if you guys want to stick around, and I'll do it again. We'll see what this 5 feet gets me. Let's just do this one. I think I'd be stupid to put it back in the drill and fuck something up the way things have been going. Alright, so let's get something done. Come on, fellas. What the fuck, guys? Fucking me up. Alright. So for these guys that don't remember way back when, I got this frame staple already prepped. Seven pieces of .3 in case you forgot. 27 gauge frame, stainless steel. We did that like an hour ago. Zipper Clapton's over, frame staple. That's right, Rich. Alright. I'm going to put one on one side, one on the other. You don't want these to twist on each other before they get to the wire. You don't want them twisting on each other, period, but you want to keep them away from each other until they get up to your fingers. So, I'm just going to put a clip on each of them. Just clipping each, holding it on my table. Like I said, right now these are the size of like 34, 36, something like that. Twisted 40. It's about the size of 36. Get my frame staple in my drill. And there ain't really nothing else to this but the parallel Clapton. And parallel Clapton's just something that you gotta practice. There ain't too much I can tell you besides practice, practice, practice. These guys know I parallel Clapton a lot of things, so if you've done builds that I've done, you know how to parallel Clapton at least a little bit. Alright? It doesn't matter which one's on which side, the design's going to be made. It doesn't matter. There's only 2 wires, so. You could re-spool and bag them. Yeah, if you wanted to do that, you could re-spool and bag them. There's a bunch of things you can do. You could put weights on the end if that's your thing, but I don't need that. I'm basically just going to take both wires, wrap them around here, and just do my best to keep them really close together. If you're having a problem keeping them close together, you could clamp them before your fingers. So you could get like one of these and put both wires through it, and it would be underneath your fingers, and that would bring them together a little bit. You could do something like that. But I'm just going to do it the way I know. There is a little something I'm going to show you that might make it a little easier. And it basically involves water. So I'm going to get my cap. Check out Potent Bladder's page. What's your IG? What's up? Huh? I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Tape? What kind of tape? I don't even know where it is. I got blue tape. Wait a second. I'm sitting down with something. It's kind of important. Come back in like 3 minutes. I'm going to take both of these wires. I'm going to try not to use up too much of it doing this. But I'm going to wrap it around one of the 27s coming out. Alright. Now, what's up, Vape Militia? I don't know if I said what's up to you yet. I'm going to start off slow and just get started here. Get off that hot glue. Pinch them together there. Just want to try to clap these as close together as possible. Now it kind of feels funny in your hands with this zipper wire. So what I do is I dip my fingers in that water. That's good to do with aliens too. Some people just lick their fingers. I don't really like doing that. So I'm going to dip my fingers in the water. I'm going to go a little bit more, and then I'll get close up. Move my slider down another inch or so. towards the end of this this 5 foot. Polishing 40 gauge would be rough, man. Maybe hammering it, or unless you do a bigger Clapton, maybe 38. 40's rough to polish. Even 36 is a rough polish. It would look cool if you could get it. All right, I think 3 5/8. That's enough for a coil. I would have liked to see me got a little more out of it. I guess in the beginning you could kind of space Clapton, and at the end you could space Clapton, so you get longer leads, if that makes any sense. So when I started out, I should have spaced Clapton since it's going to be in the lead. No sense in making it really tight. And then at the end, I could space Clapton a bit to make longer leads. But I'm definitely good. 5 feet will do it. 5 feet will do one coil. 5 feet of each of the wires. Cool. I'll take it out of the drill, look at it, and let's see if I can get the other bit done real quick. It's going to be a long video, but I don't mind if you don't. So basically, I'm not doing anything different. I'm going to do the same thing, so if you've seen all you need to see, that's about it. Wraps up like a frame staple. Nothing else to really show there. I need more light to see all the 20 foot in total, correct. 20 foot of twisted wire in total. Yeah. Thanks, everybody. Yeah, it does look like a cloth pattern. And like I said, well, I didn't say it yet, but I made the twisting look harder than it is. So let me show you how easy it should be. Alright, let's twist up some wire and do this again. I can just feel it. These batteries are just dead. They just suck. They just suck. That's more like it. All right. .40 gauge drill. Got my scissors. I need my little loop. Do the forward one first. Put it in reverse. Let go with some tension. Just going to get some springiness out. Pinch. Cut it 2 inches. And it'll unravel in my fingers. Good. Cut that off of there. Now I just got to do the reverse one. Reverse. Tension. Pinch. Let go with some tension. So letting go with some tension so them wires come together. And then back to tension and just twist the hell out of it. Just broke. It's all good though. Alright. Just out of curiosity, I was just going to Clapton whatever I got. But just out of curiosity, I'm going to look to see what it looks like. No. The one in reverse needs more twisting. It's way off. So now I got to tie it in a knot since I cut it off. So I was probably just holding too much tension. Put it in the opposite motion. Twist. Let go with some tension. Pinch. Snip. Good. Alright. Whatever it is, it is. I'm not even going to look at it. I think it's going to be good. If you guys ever find these, buy them. These things are so awesome. I just clipped this 40 gauge to that thing and it held it while I twisted it. Which you can't do that with any clamp. The first one looks pretty good, King. I'm about to do this second Claptoning and then cut them and wrap them up. Alright, back in the drill. Loop on my swivel. Get both twisted wires. One on my right side, one on my left side. Now I'm just going to take these . Hand wrap them in the forward motion back towards the drill just to get them anchored onto my cores and to my stick of wire. Then I'm going to get one of these little guys just to make sure, clip it onto there. I'm good. Alright, pull some tension, Make sure everything looks good. Alright, nothing to it but to do it. Dab a little bit of water on my fingers. It's going to help that zipper slide. I'm going to do a space Clapton at first, since this is going to be a lead. Not too spaced, just a little spaced. Yeah, I'm doing one coil at a time. So the first one, each of my twisted wires were 5 feet long. So I just did that twice. So if you wanted to do it all in one run, I suggest doing them one at a time because I think it was just easier to twist it and all. These guys seen how much problems I had doing a 9-foot run. But this second one's coming out way better. All around way better. I'm clapping it tighter. I think the twists look more even. I'm at the end already. It does twist up behind you after you clapped in a bit. Like at the end now here, this happened on both. And this happens with aliens too. Aliens turn behind you as you're doing them. And so do these. And really, I think I got enough, but if I can fix this a bit, I will. There you go. I'll just cut off down here. I could probably space Clapton now because I'm at my other lead. Yeah. Nah, whatever. That's good. Cut that. Take this. Unwrap. Let's check them out. So I'll show you the second one I did first. So the one I just did, I'm going to show you that first. And then I'll show them, I'll cut it in half and show them side by side. Yeah, it would hold a ton of juice. And then here's my first one. My first one's just a little more gappy. I went faster on the second one. You just cut them in half. So I think I got it. The one's like 4.5, and the other one's a little under 4. The second one, just all around, is just better. It's longer, tighter. Twists are more even. So, what I'm probably going to do between probably tomorrow is I'm going to make myself a pair, because these are for Toonie. These are for Addy Toonie. You can see that bottom one's just way better. Really cool coil. It's just so uniform too, like all the twists line up. Yeah, I'm gonna make myself a pair. Put them in the Dead Rabbit probably. I would use these, but these gotta go out like tomorrow, so. Alright. Let me wrap these bitches up. So I'm just going to wrap them like a frame staple. Actually, I've been loving wrapping on my vise. My coils have been coming out nice on the vise. So that's what's happening right now. I've like started wrapping every single pre-made coil on the vise. It takes more time, but they come out so clean. You missed everything. I fucked up 5 times already. You missed it all. These are for Toonie Fresh. How long were you in here for? So I'm sending them Raffle coils out tomorrow. So I'm making Toonie's coils. So these are what Toonie's getting. Along with something else that I already made, but some bitch. Yeah, they're pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with them. It took me a long while to get the twists. For whatever reasons, I kind of just kept messing up. I've never really had problems with them before, but tonight I did. But oh well, everything came out good. We had fun doing it. No worries. Just gotta find my 3mm jaunt. Where's my jaunt? Where the fuck? There it is. I don't want to just bend the leads in these because I don't know. Toonie's crazy. He might put these in a K-phone or something. There's something not right with that man. No, I think these would be perfect in, and I know he's got one. I think they'd be perfect in the either the dead rabbit with 5 wraps. I just put 6 wraps in them, but with 6 wraps they'd probably be perfect in the conspiracy. Hold dual these in a K-fun. If they don't fit, drill it out. Yep, right in the K-fun. So, I'll just leave them without the leads bent. I usually bend all my leads, but I've been thinking about stopping doing that unless somebody asks. Because now with like the velocity decks, it's not always the best to be bending the leads. No, these things look so awesome. They look good just by sight. Like, you don't even need a macro lens. They just look good, just like that. It's without a macro. Thanks, everybody. It was worth the time, huh? Gotta break a few eggs, right? Gotta break a few eggs to make an omelet, right? Yeah, right? I got my moments. There goes the battery. Let me get this charger on. Alright. So the only thing I have left to do is clean these, and that's it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yep, that's all I gotta do. I gotta clean them, put them in the whatchamacallit. I guess I'll show you guys what I got. I mean, this might be the best time to show you guys some Raffle stuff. It's only coils, but so if you guys go and get into the Raffle, the right to be smoke-free Raffle, I forget the exact letters and numbers. I'm not good with that stuff. Alright, so what I got here, there's going to be 5 prizes, I believe. So I got 5 of 3 different kinds of coils, kinda. Really, it goes like this. Everybody who wins is going to get a pair of aliens. Alright. 0.1 aliens, unless you put another wrap in there, they're going to be more. If you take out a wrap, they'll be less. 40 gauge outsides. And then everybody's going to get stagger fuse Claptons. And these are about 0.14. And then for the everybody's going to get like a cool coil also. So I have 3 different cool coils, I think. Yep. All right. There's 3 different cool coils. 2 people are getting staggertons. VC4 ADV. VC4 ADV. VC4 ADV. Alright. So basically just keep in contact with, like, I'll repost anything that has to do with it from now on, like when the drawing's going to be and everything. I know it's going to be in October, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be on Fresh's channel again. I don't see why not. I believe. So, the good coils that you're going to get, or like the awesome coils you're going to get, are, there's 2 staggertons, there's 2 Fralians, everything's 0.1 or over. So along with the aliens and the stagger fuse Claptons, 2 people are going to get staggertons. 2 people are going to get fatty Fralians. And 1 person is going to get staple stagger fuse Claptons. Yeah, so go over to Fresh's channel, subscribe. Hopefully everybody already is. But if not, go to Fresh03, sub to his channel, and just definitely keep an eye out for, especially in October, for the raffle. Buy tickets. Everything goes to the right to be smoke-free. So everybody gets aliens, everybody gets stagger fuse Claptons, and then you got these coils to one of these coils per prize. All a safe own. Alright. And there it is. Oh yeah. And there's like so many builders that put up coils. Like, just alone, if you win the prize just alone, like my coils, that's like a $60 value. So imagine all the builders. Yunko, what's up? I guess you're gonna want to see what I built, huh? Who am I kidding? I want to show you what I built. So I built some coils for Toonie Yeti. He doesn't know yet. He knows I built coils. He doesn't know about these yet. So tickets will be on sale in a couple weeks. Announce it on Fresh's channel and Instagram. And I'll repost whatever he posts when the tickets go on sale. Let me show. Oh yeah, that's they do in the UK. Yeah, it seems like the UK is much more for vaping than the US is. Hopefully we get to be like that one day. I resemble that. Alright guys, so yep, zipper Clapton. Zipper Clapton over a frame staple that is 7 pieces of .3 and 27 gauge stainless steel frames. They should be at .1 or over. 6 wrap, I think they're going to be at .1 or over. That stainless steel might get it a little closer than I want it, but I know Toonie's good for single coils too, so if he wants 2 single coils. Thanks guys, thank you, thank you, thank you. So, yeah, I'm gonna go, because now I gotta pop them in the ultrasonic, get everything in envelopes. I get envelopes from the dollar store, and they're like really good envelopes. I used to buy them from the post office, but the dollar store near me has like these big guys. I sent all my giveaway stuff in here, and they're bubble wrap. They're strong plastic, and then they got really good sticky stuff. And then these Scotch ones, which I send out all my, yeah, I'm thinking about doing that, there's like a thing called stamps.com where you don't even have to go to the post office. You print out the stamps at home. I'm sure lots of people know about this already. I'm just learning this. They, like, if you put in like a Joe Rogan code, they'll send you out a scale for free for like a month or something. And then all your postage is free for a month. It's like you click on the microphone and hit JRA or something. But, yeah, these are awesome. I love these ones. They're $1 a piece, but they're worth it. I feel safe with these. All right. Yeah, so if somebody just orders like coils off of me, if I'm just sending coils, I if it's like 3 coils or less, I throw them in here and throw 6 stamps on it and throw it in the mailbox. Unless they did something with PayPal where I have to give them the tracking, then I have to go to the post office. But if they just pay me as a friend, I throw 3 coils or less in there and throw 6 stamps on it, and I've never had a problem with that. But yeah, other than that, you gotta go to the post office. Alright, guys. Gotta get off, go to bed, get this stuff ready. Do they ever get flattened? No. The coils go in these. So, no coils get flattened because they're in these. I just, like this. Throw them in there. Make sure they're flat. Zip it up, 6 stamps address. Thanks, Uncle. You're partially to blame for that one. Yeah, the containers. Alright, guys. Peace out. Have a good rest of the week. Oh. I'm not doing a show on Saturday. Not a build show anyway. There's an event happening. Maybe I'll come on and I'll show like some of the CloudCon, but no Saturday show. Maybe I can do one early or something. We'll figure something out. But yeah, no Saturday show as of right now. So yeah, we'll make up for it somehow. But thanks, guys.